Alright, let's go to that funeral thing. Jesus. Ah, crap. Alright, well, maybe we'll go here first along the way. How's that? Tomorrow is where nobody cares about you. Ah, crap, my hunger's not doing... Yeah, I'm still pretty hated everywhere. Most of the areas say no one cares about you, which I'd take to be some form of, like, neutral. But when we were running around, people were still, like, trying to kill me. I don't know if that was just because it was night, or maybe there's hooligans. Okay. Need to go to there today. A mini-map would be so freaking awesome. Is this where I'm going? No, it's not. Alright, I'm gonna use one of these milks, damn it. If I completely lose my mind, I'll just start spawning them and shit. Like the milk bandages and... Oh. That was just a loading point. Yeah, they are pretty big, aren't they? Very bendy. Maybe it was... Maybe it was like based on... Like they took like old instruments like trombone. Are you gonna keep coughing over me? Who the f... There's a female cough. There's no female here. Ah, lost me. Maybe they were using like old like trombones and tubas and stuff and just repurposed them. See, not even this guy has a bed. What the hell? Are you not the one up? Why didn't see Capella? Oh, his daughter. Am I in the wrong... Is there another entrance? No. So it points at this building, right? Hey, wait, it shows a bed on there too. What the hell? It shows a clock icon and a bed. So somewhere in there must have been a bed I didn't see. I guess that's what that means. Is it you? No, it's not. Fuck. Oops. I mean, it's kind of like how Pringles cans design was. Like they ordered a bunch of bags and somebody screwed up the shipping and sent them a bunch of tennis balls. They're like, fuck it, we'll just use those canisters. Oh, that... is to leave... Aha! Oh. It's just a bed. Can I sleep in your bed?
A vagrant has bestowed her crude grace upon the Saburos.
You are Artemi Barak, greetings. Yeah, greetings to you too. Yes, my name is Victoria. My friends call me Capella. Are we friends yet with benefits? Hmm? Really, how did you figure it out so fast? I can see. I haven't yet mastered the art, but I do see things sometimes. It's a gift I inherited from my dear mother. Uh-huh. You haven't mastered the art of sight. You talk about clairvoyance. I mean, it's hard to explain. Sometimes I know what a person will say before they say it, or imagine a situation and the next day it unfolds exactly how it was in my head. Sometimes I even know past events I wasn't present for, like which drawer Father put papers in 2 years ago. Yeah, that's a great gift. Not that powerful, not with me, not like my mother. She could see at will, although even with her it could be fickle. I only see rarely and I don't control it all. Okay. Your undue sarcasm has been noted. It's not so rare a gift in this town. There were once several women who could see. Mother, Nina, Katerina, perhaps outsiders arrive with such skepticism, but they are always soon astonished. Okay, astonish me. You likely aren't afraid of blood. Well, we are a surgeon. Do you know what I see? Depends what you're looking at. Under your feet, the hard soil acts as though spring melt, each step forming an imprint filled with red. You leave pools of clotted blood in your wake. Pardon me. I thought this must be about murders, but you are no murderer. What does it all mean? I don't know. That's it.
Father has avoided me as of late. Strange.
I mean, the whole concept of science, like when you're creating theories, what makes a theory, at least one component of what a theory being is, it's predictable. Meaning you can use it to predict things. Like if I picked up a pencil and if I drop it, I can predict that gravity will cause it to move down. Or, to fall. Like that's the power of prediction and science. Why have you come? Are you looking for my brother, or do you want me to ask something of my father? I don't know. I knew nothing. I sense sadness in your eyes. Have you been crying? Oh, our family is falling apart. Father and brother argue all the time, louder and crueler with each passing day. Brother is angry at me. Everything went awry after mother's death. Yeah, everybody loved your mother, especially me. I made so many of your mama jokes. And so many I slept with your mama jokes. She died when I was 6. On the day of her funeral, I locked myself in with the coffin so that no one could take her away from me. So wait, you locked yourself in a coffin with your dead mother? That evening, brother explained there was no other way. The dead must be buried. That is best for them. He said it, and then I understood. They do need it, I guess. How many years have passed? 9. Well, still, I walk the house as though she's here. I leave out the last piece of pie, looking out windows. Maybe there's a piece of pie around here for me to take. I move aside so that she too can see. I even fold the corner of her bed. You need a doctor. That's what brother says too. Does he live here with you? I think he's in the Broken Heart now. In the Earth District, actually. He frequents the place ever since mother died. I see. Guess that's giving me like quests or something, but... Many doors. So how old are you? Are you over 18? Well, she is a little hallucinatory too, like suffering from hallucinations, delusions, possible drug abuse, misuse. Oh yeah, that's right, we're going to our funeral, or our father's funeral, which is... How do I get out of here? I gotta go that way. I think I need to get myself a scalpel still. don't know where to find one, but... What kind of store would sell that? I mean, if they had a hospital... Or if there were houses to loot, maybe. I wonder if the date pauses when I'm in this menu. Yeah, let's go here because it says I doubt it will take all day. So let's get our asses over there. Oop, this way. Wait, maybe a pharmacy might sell. I mean, maybe. And what's more annoying with the not so much the zooming in of the faces, but that they have a voice dialogue every time you talk to someone. That's got nothing to do with the rest, like of what the actual dialogue is. Oh, he does have a scalpel. Oh, it's expensive. I'll probably still buy it. Wow, this shit's not worth it. Used to mark and sharpen tools. Handy when fixing bladed weapons. I think I'll hold on to that. I'm not gonna sell my bottles, nor my lockpicks. What are these? Oh, these are different ones. Okay, so these are thinker for doors and stuff, and then these are for other... It's a dead item. The carcass of an ampule... I never knew how to pronounce those. Ampules, or yeah. I'll sell that. Okay. And in exchange, you're gonna give me this? I won't use it as a weapon, I'll just keep it around. And I guess I'll hold on to the herb, I don't know. What the hell am I supposed to do with this thing now? Hey, you don't want it. Hey, didn't you want to try this? Oh. There you go. Okay, so now we can do, like, surgeries or autopsies or whatever the heck it was. And hopefully I don't regret it. Every now and then, even when you're in a menu, like, there's like this crashing noise. That always throws me off. Since I'm using my PA system to like headphones, it actually sounds as if something happened in the house. Like in my house, that is. What the fuck is going on? Only rats live here. Hey look, rats. Okay, so we just go through here and then we're good. Way out there somewhere. There's a little bit of interesting atmosphere in this game for sure. Like part of it just feels like almost like an amateur attempt at open world, but I don't think that's it. Like the world's got its own little dreariness to it. I have to hold a funeral way the fuck out here. What the shit? Water's not gonna kill me, is it? Or no, something told us not to go into water. Fuck. Bridge is over there. I don't know what it was, but it was something about, like, don't go into water. I guess don't drink it too. Considering the game is, like, you know, about, like, plagues and stuff that... Oh, shit. Ah, shit. I could have just gone like that? No. I think it was too close to the water. I swear, a minimap would be so freaking awesome. Just so I can see the stupid maze of walls, you know, near my vicinity that I have to navigate around. Like, if that funeral ends before I get there because I keep getting lost, I'm gonna be mad. Welcome to the machine. And now we can just... yeah, just follow the railroad tracks, I guess. I wish I had one of those carts. I don't know what they call them, but you always saw them in cartoons. Where it's like a platform on the rails with wheels. And it has like a teeter-totter lever type thing. And usually it was like 2 people on it, and they each, you know, alternated going up and down. I don't know if those are real. They seem pretty useless, but, I mean, they were in cartoons all the time. All sorts of slapstick. Welcome to the cemetery. Probably the happiest place on Earth. Handcars, is that what they call them? Going where now? Hey, there's people. And women. What the hell is wrong with you?
Yargachin, Emshen, Eseger. I see you plainly.
So it is just for moving people around. I think one of your pupils is dilating, sir. Kinda looks cool. We shall speak later. We have much to talk about. Not here. Who are you? Mind me not. Your people are over there, burying your father. Very well then. Is this how you're burying him? Chest has been punctured. Massive wound. Couldn't have been a knife. Some massive cone-shaped object. A horn or claw, maybe. Could be seen as blasphemous. Fuck Dad, it's his father. I'm gonna investigate. I'm a surgeon. I'm a doctor. I spent 6 years at some university. And he's probably in crazy debt. Thanks to student loans. Skin dry to the touch. Suspicious. Unusual degrees of xerosis. Hey, that's the code name I use for my NAS. He wasn't that old. I should continue the examination. For science. Soil under the fingernails. Unlike him. Always kept his hands clean. Yeah, but you haven't seen him in like 5 or 6 years. 3 oddities. The murder weapon, dry skin, and the condition of his hands. Enough this is a cemetery, not a morgue. A fuller picture would require an autopsy I refuse to do. Like, I've got no problem performing an autopsy on my father. You guys don't mind, right? Oh. No, I guess I can't. Emshin, brave man, strong... Like, what are these guys? It's so... Like, these are obviously not human. So what the hell are they supposed to be? strong as a spirit, how fair is your kind, and blah blah. Blah blah blah, for us come to pay last respect, we have to. Why is my father still unburied? Well, I can't, like, what is this sentence? Like, bite, Kaharan, Ubshi is at the threshold. Part of that is a sentence, and then part of it's gibberish. A loss is great, I need to speak to say the words correct, observe the right. Come to pay me respects, yep. God blah 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 blah, carried a great burden. On a great debt. Who is to take his duty upon himself? Me! Apparently I'm his successor. I'm his next of kin. I'll just... a bow for you, Emshin. First blood yours, Bikar. Emshin is a man, a brave man. Here stands Shabbat. You have accepted his duty. Now come into the inheritance. Oh. He will show me the way. I have done a brave deed. Hey, so what you doing after the funeral? Let's say we go back to my place. I don't have a... Good to go. I can't stop. Just... You're a brave man, a true son to your father. I rejoice as I watch you, blah blah blah. Shed tears of pride and delight as they watch you. Thanks. Katie means sister elder. Is that what you mean to call me? You still remember something of your people's ways? Not really. Nope. We shall bear your burden together. Your father helped me, I helped him, I shall help you too. In you, I see him. What if I want to get a sex change operation? Are you still gonna see any bit of him in me? I'll be like a pretty girl and stuff with boobs. And all that man-up talk is gonna go right out the window. I always act first and think later. Is it getting louder? Yeah, the women, the ones that are in like the minimal clothing, I think are some special race or species or just a group of people. I don't know. But there's something off on them. Maybe I don't know. Maybe there's something I don't understand about the lore. But if I have to pick it all up through these unvoiced dialogues and these weird conversations, it's gonna be a tough one. I like that eye. I leave you to your grief now. Come to my home if you need me. I will wait for you night and day. For as long as I remain, I will stand behind your shoulders. Yeah, let's go. Did I just consent for getting raped? Kind of feels like it. Oh, there was a bit. I am sorry about Isidore, but we have... Shut up. But we have not the time to grieve. Here's what matters. You are now to take your father's legacy. Take it. Mind. Not come into it. Like, dryads might actually be accurate, though, because there's that one naked chick, or she's just topless anyways, and, like, by a tree, and she said something along the lines of, like, look, I'm more in touch with the earth as I'm in more natural form, or something, and I think it was in reference to her wearing less clothing, and she kind of looked like one of those tree thumpers. So they're either some kind of weirdo activists, or maybe they are trees, or something. I don't know. And some of them were called, like, brides, I think. Like the herb brides, so maybe that means something. Follow me, what? Here, I'm giving you this warm vessel. He gave it to me on the eve of his last holiday. Must have must have presaged the evil that would befall him. That's why he summoned me, probably. I'm giving you this, his thing, his dildo, I don't know. It's yours now, as are the things inside. Now the money, it's a light purse, isn't it? I need more money, like lots more money. Your father didn't care much for money. Okay, you said I would take my legacy, but not come into it. What do you mean by that? Too easy, I'm not gonna make a joke about it. To take someone's obligation, word is not enough. To come into the legacy, taking the things is not enough. Your father's is more than merely material. Oh? Well, what else then? His fate. Oof. His place in the kin, in our hearts and in our follies. Well, that sucks. I wanted more material possessions. Things that would keep me from dying all the time, and all these bars that keep dropping. There's now emptiness where he once was. Who wished to fill it? Who will heal the sick, tell truth from lies? Who will plumb the depths? Only a black can cut a body. Anybody with a knife can cut a body. And you could probably use a sharp fingernail or something too. You don't have to be a... whatever the hell that... Only a black can pierce the unknown who will draw the lines. I will draw the lines. My scalpel. I don't care about any of that crap. You are wrong. Look at the items I'm giving you. Open the and touch the items. Did you wash them first? Hey, he gave me a bunch of weird stuff. So a bunch of little herbs. I guess we can open up our own KFC. He said to touch it. List. Sticky, Capella, Murky, Not King. Oh. Okay. Put that there. There, I touched your stupid thing. Now what?
No.
Do any of these items seem
The
familiar?
kin will tell him nothing.
What are they?
We're wary of outsiders.
I don't care, shut up! Used to make herbal medicines, tinctures to cure any malady. Oof, I'm getting like Witcher 1 flashbacks. It's like the potion crafting system drove me absolutely nutty. He was a Manku knower of connections. He saw which things sing in unison when joined. That's what the lines are. Even if you say you need not this knowledge, Emerson. So the list was names? Closer, let my third eye see it. I spy with my brown third eye. I'd rather not end that sentence. The name of local children. Khan is what they called a cane boy. Capella is the daughter of the master. May he choke on his name, but I know not why Isidore listed him. I guess I know some of these children already. Which ones? None of your business. Atkin leads a gang that keeps invisible pets. A gang that keeps invisible pets. Oh. Guess you gotta stand for something. He did not pay much attention to these children. Spent one of his final days with them. They followed him like calves that trailed after a cow or oxen pulled by a yoke. I guess that's a lead to something? Yeah, I don't know. And I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like weird, like lingo, or the people in this town, kind of like what we saw with like some of the Lovecraftian stuffs, or if it's just bad translations because the game was originally made in Russian. I'm more likely to believe that it's probably bad translation work, but I don't know. It might have helped if I was familiar with the first game, perhaps. Or it would be good if I just gave a shit in the first place, because then I would probably pay more attention to detail. You think one of them has something to do with his death? Doubtful. They're still just children. Then again, children hold as much power in this town as it wouldn't surprise me. But they loved him. They did. No, I believe it not. Now make up your fucking mind. Does it also refer to the children? This is a brand for marking bulls, but brands of the kin often have a specific meaning. Have specific meanings, whatever. B-card, this is tough to parse. Your words are tough to parse, dude. Means nothing. Something like a big body or a special body. A body that contains a lot, but I'm not sure. It may just be a sigil. So, who's gonna interpret it for me? Google Translate? I am your father, not. I can instruct you not. You are to learn on your own. Speak to people. Most of all, speak to those who knew your father well. That is how you may come into your legacy. Are you once again hinting that I am following? I think when it has this icon, that ends the dialogue, so I'm gonna go with that.
Make connections. Mend everything your father has torn, even if he was right to tear it.
Follow his trails, Shin, and you will know what kind of man he was, and then what kind of man you are to become. And what kind of man was he? Because maybe I want to be a woman. I am a surgeon, I can do it myself. I don't know how that's going to work with the anesthesia, though. Oof. Your father was a menker, he was respected for it. He was respected because he was a doctor. More than that. Fine. He knew the lines. What the hell are you talking about lines, Eric? Lines represent the paths between things, the links that connect them, the laws that govern our lives. Between evil sky and kind, earth is a line. The veins of our lifeblood are lines. A line... Oh my god, how many times are you going to say line? Line carries the inevitable retribution for evil deeds. Family ties, the way children reflect their parents, those are lines too. Here refers to anatomy. That as well. He knew how a body is composed because he knew the lines. No, it's probably because he went to school for it and studied. He knew, maybe he's talking about like the nervous system or the blood vessel circulatory system or something. Nah, this guy's a little... He knew how a kidney links to a nerve so he could brew curative tea from it. He knew how one herb linked to another. He knew how to draw a knife to cut a body but bring no harm. I see. Now hear me well, for my next words are crucial. This first couple of days will be the hardest for you. Yeah, that's an understatement. You will find yourself surrounded by lines innumerable. Some you must tear apart, others follow, others still. He's talking like the literal lines of the quest markers and stuff, I think. Cut yourself. Only thus will you reach it. And douse your eyes. What are you planning to do? Where will you start? I thought I was just going to run around randomly and hope for the best. I'll start with thinking hard about the challenges. Hence me saying you will only come into your legacy if you follow your trail. I've told you. That's enough for one day. Weirdo. See, there's a bed icon here as well as a save icon. Assuming this is not the bed, even though it looks like it would be. There's the save thing. I mean, my exhaustion's kind of good, but... Oh, there's more beds. I'm not going to sleep in it, I'm just... Okay, so there is one bed there that I can lay in. Cool. So we have a bed on opposite ends of the town. What the... Oh, we got more stuff we can do. There's a familiar list, or a familiar name on Father's list. Guess we'll go take a look, see over there. It's close by, and, is there anything for me to loot? It's been a while since we've actually gotten to loot anything. I'm just saying. at the most convenient of locations, for sure. Lots of nothings. We're going that way. It'd probably be good if I got a knife. Somehow. Ah, it's these stupid kids again. Okay, which one of... Uh-huh. It's you.
Should have kept quiet. A bargain's a bargain.
What carry you in all those pockets, Barack? Tools. Here's what I want to know. What business do you have with my father? We went to his place often. He used to teach us things. Why do you ask? So you used to go to his home together. All of you, take a look at this list. Sometimes we would all go together. Other times in twos or threes or alone. Many things happened. Why do you ask? Though that's not like we imposed on him. He invited us. What did he want from you? You know what? Ask Capella. Oh man, don't send me back to Capella. Oh. She's the oldest and the best explainer. She's a good person too. Well, let me just call her up on my phone. Or message her on Discord. His daughter, I heard, she is like a big sister to us all. She put together a union. Very well. This town, like even the children have a union. Oh, my hunger's fucked. Yeah, fuck it, we'll just keep using these. I might spawn more of those in if I want. Because it's like, food seems to be practically non-existent. I don't see much of it anywhere, and I'm starting to hit that point where I just don't want to give a fuck. So she was over here, right? Yeah. Not sure what that's all about, but... Must have... No, we're going that way. Yeah, wait, this was the place that had the Virgil-looking guy. Maybe there's new stuff now that it's a new day. Like, I wonder what happens if you put stuff in it, like a chest or drawer. Like, will it despawn eventually? I don't feel like talking to him. I've got enough to worry about. Like, how do I get past this fence? Ah, fuck. Can't go that way, there's a box. There's boxes, there's no way I can get through there. Anything in here? On the plus side, no one appears to be trying to kill me, which is great. Oh, that's right, I gotta go through the back. Oh, wait. I can have him repair my thing. Oh, fuck. So I need whatever that is, and I sold that. All to repair a rusty scalp. What the fuck? I guess we're not repairing anything anytime soon. The hell are you looking at? I need to talk to Khan at the tower, though the town is all abuzz now. It makes me kind of reluctant to leave. Oh, all this is so very interesting. All these kids sell morphine. Shit, forgot how to get in the building now. Oops. Maybe it's this. Yep. May I remind you all, I am a terrible navigator. I'm very not good at it. Where does this take me? Why, hello there. I like what you've done with your hair color.
There are unseen threads snaking through the tumult that the world seems made of.
Mm-hmm. Fascinating. Yulia, you that. And you are? Some guy, a doctor maybe. How can I help you? You have such incredible eyes. Who are you? I just hit on her, why not? The Canes had a rather unusual notion of how they wanted the town's routes planned. They believed the routes of choice influenced people's mood, their soul state. Oh crap, she's a whack nut. Like, she's a wacko. It's alright. I found the challenge intriguing, if a bit insane. So, this is your doing? Not all of them, but yes, to some extent. Why the hell did you make the town so awkward to navigate? I couldn't have worded it better myself. The Canes implied that the town already has something akin to a nervous system. So they're idiots too. They suggested I view it as a huge living creature, so my job was acupunctural. Aha. So you take the Canes' ideas seriously. Well, they have built a polyhedron, haven't they? There it is. I was even allowed to ascend it, though I wasn't allowed inside. The cathedral, the crucible, the still water, all those buildings are machines that work with the same idea. What idea? When a person finds themselves in a relatively enclosed space that influences their inner state in a certain way, it's no secret the Canes are trying to create buildings that enhance spiritual growth. Nah. L. What is L? Ah. I can see whatever the 8th is in danger. And not a single fuck was given. I presume if I had kept talking to her, it would have potentially led me into another quest option. We've already got too many.
My brother is kind, but so miserable. He builds on sand.
Did something happen? You look worried. I want to ask you something. Go ahead. You wrote this note here. Take a look. Why are these names listed together? Yours is on here too. I don't know. I have a suspicion. Are you all going to die soon? Were you his patients? Well, no. About a year ago, your father began to seek our company. We all met together sometimes in twos or threes. It happened naturally. He taught us, I suppose, but not anything special. I think it was more about passing down something of great importance. Bitch, I can't make heads or tails of what you're saying. You're an outsider. It's difficult to explain. We kids have our own town within the town, a separate one, and we govern it on our own. There's like the rules of the schoolyard type deal. Don't give me that patronizing look. It's not some game. You wouldn't understand anyways. Go on. Your father was shrewd. He could see beneath crude earth, petty lies, and hard truths. Khan used to say. Khan didn't like him much, but even he got out of the polyhedron to talk to him. He believed we were the ones who would remake this town, rebuild and conduct it in the future. That's kind of how life works. Next generation kind of has to replace the previous generation because we're all aging. Like reproducing and new... how everything works. You mean destroying this town? I don't know. Perhaps it doesn't need to be so drastic, although the more I think about it, the more disturbing it sounds. Perhaps there is a catastrophe upon us. Rumor has it, the war moves eastward and it won't end. I don't even know where we are in this world. Perhaps something is about to happen. God forbid, of course. Yeah, everything ends sooner or later. That's what he was preparing us for. Changing the town. I can see it now. He taught each of us something important. Perhaps he gave a piece of himself to us. Yes, that's what we believe he did. Did he touch you in any inappropriate ways? Like exactly what piece of him did he leave with you? In you? Something not adding up here. Yeah, I guess I'll have to protect you all. Well, what to do? Let's go. This one with the skull looks cool. What's cool there? The pub. Oh, that's the pub with the... Okay. Barkeep. Let's go there. Ow. Yeah, my hunger's yours. My hunger goes down really freaking fast in this game. For how little food there seems to be. The hell it... What is this? Hey, uncle, dig a hole for us, will you? I'm not your uncle. Why? We need it. That's hard work. What would be my reward? A burial gift. Everyone gets to take something away from a funeral. That's why we're holding it. Are you burying a cat? That was not a cat, dude. That was like a voodoo doll or something. Yeah, I mean, no, not a cat. Then whom? Just the 8th. That's the one that's in danger on our list. The 8th what? Well, the previous 7 are already pushing the daisies and nothing bad happened when we buried them because the holes were shallow. No kids, one should not dig holes in it. I don't know, I'll help them. E. It's like one mustache hair that's poking out this way is driving me nuts. Here. Better get something good for this. Give me my gift. Hey, I was promised a gift. That cutscene better not have been a gift. I guess it was. Lame. See if I ever help you again. I think that's fenced in. I have to go out this way. What's a gate? No, it doesn't look like it. Probably not. I think the developers just reused a ton of the same asset. There's only like a handful of models that are just copy-pasted. Artaya is in the terminary, isn't she? Why was it locked? Will they open it? I don't know. I'm not gonna buy that. Hey, it's one of these. Wait, it costs 4 of... Oh, it's a bartering system. So you're not gonna trade me because I... Crap. That sucks. I'm not talking to those people. You're unwelcome here. Oh, isn't that fantastic? Ooh, what have we got here? Hey, alright, stuff. I like stuff. More stuff. Hell yeah. Seems like garbage, but whatever. Whatever. We're gonna go to where that skull is. I'll talk to you. I sent my little rats to get groceries this morning and they still haven't come back. I wonder if they think food will miraculously by itself. Are you out of food? Have you been living under a rock, darling? Prices are soaring. Salt costs twice as much today as it did yesterday. And where's the grain? Haven't seen wheat in a week. Really, what could happen next? There's still no train. People are worried. What if it never comes? We'll all starve. So why don't you get groceries yourself? Instead of fucking making your kids do it. How can I be in all places at once? Oh yeah, these random streets aren't gonna walk themselves. I have to send the kids. They're probably at that station of theirs. Thank the heavens they're not in the tower at least. I just don't have the heart to whip them. We Would you like me to whip them? It's a place to hang out waiting on trains, better than Damn Tower. You know that place, apparently. Whatever. Ooh, a package. Got bull testicle and an egg. Is there more stuff? Like Santa's sleigh here. Is this where Santa lives? Maybe Santa was real after all. Ew. Grace says Mom hasn't forgiven me. It's been 2 years since she died, but the grudge lives on. She talks to the dead, I swear. She can press her ear to the ground, fall asleep, and wake up with news as a gift because she's nutso. Her dad was addicted to taurine, whatever. Her mom too, even while she carried Grace. Down. Is this the building? Oh, no it's not. Out of my way. So, uh-oh. These kids running it? No, they're not. I need to get in Addictus building. Right? Looks like there's an entrance over there, so... try and get in here. This game is tiring. Okay, so... in here. Looks like the inside of every other building. Except it's not boxed up. Pick lock, but they'll know. Well, fuck. The last thing I need is freaking townspeople attacking me. Like, there's already enough of that. Where's this light source coming from? Oh.
If only I could live a year longer. A whole, endless year.
Here we are again. I managed to calm down Stock. He was wrong about you. Or... he was not entirely right. Got into him. You should let him speak for himself. I want to talk to you first. He can wait. Ladies, were you already offered your father's inheritance, Cub? Refuse it, I beg you. Do not follow his path. Oh, why? I don't know if I can properly explain this. There is no happiness down this path. Not for yourself or others. Your father's path was cruel, Cub. Explain. All in all, this is a quiet town. Not perfect, but there's a place for everyone. We're all connected through bonds of love, friendship, patience. Life flows through those bonds. The town's veins. He dreamed. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, he probably had his reasons. He was a healer, sure. He knew life as no one else could. The kin revered him, but even that did us more harm than good in the end. What do you mean? 5 years ago, there was an outbreak in the crude sprawl. It spread like wildfire. Dozens and dozens dead. People sent for Isidore. When he arrived, he ordered the whole quarter to be quarantined. No one could leave, not even the healthy people trapped inside. That sounds like the right decision. There must have been an outbreak or something. Townsfolk obeyed his orders without question. They barricaded the whole neighborhood. In the end, there were almost no survivors. But the town lived on. I suppose that's true, but Cub do not take his inheritance. But I want his money. He's probably rich. He was a doctor. Isidore's inheritance is his power, his authority, his duties. If you become another Isidore, we will never rest. We will never know peace. Peace only lasts until the next war. That sounds good.
What?
You heard me. What are you looking at,
Worst of all,
melonhead?
you aren't cub anymore, Burach. Time to grow up.
Fuck you. Why did you come? Finally thought of some good excuses? I'll be damned, you shaved your head. Preparing to become a monk or soldier? Yesterday, I was told you had killed your father. And I finally achieved my childhood dream of killing my father. Who told you that? The whole town believed it. First people found out he was dead, then they learned he was killed by an outsider, and then they described you. So it's like, option 1, you're an idiot. Option 2, you idiot. Option 3, the only fact in the pile of shit is I arrived on the night of his death. You know how much I cared for him? And my childhood dream of killing him? You betrayed him. You left when he needed you most. He cried out for your help, but you didn't care. I wasn't here. I was studying to be a doctor. He was in peril and you were too busy elsewhere. He truly believed that your arrival would put an end to his troubles, and as always, he was right. What do you know? No, he wouldn't tell me, suggested we wait for you to arrive, but you were in no hurry, were you? I was too busy going through the intro. His first letter was sent in May. I only got a single letter 2, maybe 3 weeks ago. Lara said I'm stupid. So did I. That I've lost my marbles, but I haven't. Your father always taught us to take stock of the situation, Barack. Overall, you're unneeded here. Don't bother with your father's inheritance. He has better heirs. Like you? And why not? I was his student. I preserved his knowledge while you wiped your ass with his letters. I was always by his side. Here's his letter, the only one I received. Look here, idiot. He mentions a threat. What could it be? No. What do you know then? Shut up. Your father's inheritance is his work. That's his legacy. You are completely unworthy of it. His work is not yours. His knowledge is not yours. You abandoned both. He sent me away, jackass. He wanted me to study elsewhere. And these two get along great, don't they? Go elsewhere then. Learn whatever it is you'll learn there. Here, you have no place, and if the kin tells you to let go of his burden, listen. Perhaps even that scum can be right sometimes. You're out of your depths here. You're hysterical. And you're bald. Hey Laura, wanna fuck? Maybe tomorrow. Ooh, stuff. No, just some money.
One sparrow is not enough to feed 12 mouths.
And I guess we can't really loot this place. They'll know. I don't want them to know. What the hell is happening at the summit? What? Something's going on at the cemetery, huh? Alright, let's go have a look-see. Oops. Should have pressed X, not E. we're gonna be so fucked on resources. Huh. Yeah, I don't have a lot of space. Might be able to vendor some of this crapper. Who knows? I still don't know if there's like a storage or a warehouse or something. Marbles. An apple. I'll eat that. I'll eat that too. Cool, I think. She can't repair anything. Wow, aren't you useful? Yeah, you keep staring at that crack in the wall. Yeah, so the people themselves, like the non-vendors, seem to utilize like a barter system. I'll trade that for a lockpick and... No. With this, I give you some of my hope. We have no doctor now. Who will help us? I don't know. Who will treat our injuries or deliver children? Maybe the internet? Oh, you're a surgeon. You can do all that, so have some of our hope. Hey, I'm a surgeon, not a fucking baby deliverer. And hope often leads to love. Are you coming on to me already? Come on. This item I give you, I don't know, whatever you want. So doing like barters seems to be of some importance, or I don't know. Something happens. I think people trust me more as a result, so I should definitely pay more attention to it, I guess. Alright, let's go around to the cemetery. I should probably also stop at this house and save as well, as I think it has been a while. There it is. My exhaustion is okay. Cemetery, you're always welcome here. Aw, isn't that sweet? How do I get in? God damn it.
Buds bear flowers, clock bear hours, bones bear nothing. They're just bones.
Can use them as tools. Why did you come here? I don't need you. Nobody here needs you. We're not friends with her anymore anyway. What are you doing here? Being scared. She's killing herself. Grace is, she doesn't care. Is she? Maybe I can help her. She talks to the dead for real, touches them with her hands, but it kills the living. I'm telling her that's not how it's done, but she won't listen. And how is it done? There's another way. I can show you. Come on, just walk with smaller steps. Hell no, I'm gonna go play with Grace. Where is she? Is she in here, maybe? Grace, I hear you're trying to kill yourself. I am here to help. Matches need... Oh, that's what matches are for, you crap. Guess we're not going to be using that. Oh my god, she's got way hair. Oh, hell yeah.
Can I hold your hand?
Yes, of course. Of course. Oh, this is my waifu. Why did you come? You aren't allowed to be here now. Oh, hell yeah. I mean, you got a little 5 o'clock shadow thing going because of the lighting, but... I mean... Hey, wait here. You are absolved of all problem. Is it true you can talk to the dead? No, I didn't. Grace, that's what they call you, right? Look at me. As I pull my pants down. Alright, fine. It's true. The dead need to be spoken with, otherwise they're in too much pain. Do they answer? Sometimes. When they do, I feel pain too. Can you let me talk to my father? No, I want to talk with her, not the father. What the fuck? It hurts me. Clara said I only have enough strength for 3 or 4 more conversations. After that, I may die. And you will make a phenomenal corpse. I see. 3 or 4? Okay, we have to strategize about how best to use your abilities then. I need rest. Can you come back later, please? I don't feel so well right now. Okay, we'll respect your wishes, but we will be back. And I want you topless by then. Okay. Who thought I would have met my waifu in a mausoleum or crypt or whatever this is? I'll be back. Toodaloo. Wait. Hey, Greedy. Right, don't mind me, I'm just, make friends with necromancers and shit with white hair. Grace looks after the dead at the cemetery. The place smells of soil and milk. I still need to find a way to get myself a knife. Someone is waiting for me. Khan is in the polyhedron. Oof. I guess we can go there. Not that I'm confident in my ability to get there, but maybe if I can follow these train tracks as far as it go, and optionally maybe even stop by there. But yeah, she's gonna make a fantastic corpse. You, not as much. I'm just gonna eat. All of this. Use that. Use that. Eat these bull testicles. And eat that. And eat that. I guess we can't eat broken glass. Wait a minute, what do you got to treat? Four. Crap. Yeah, maybe I can buy a fish. That should help with my bartering, right? No? Oh, fuck you. Want to buy a thimble? Wait, where's the... Okay, there it is. We just follow these train tracks for a while. Yeah, no, I've had friends that were, like, performers. And so I've seen lots of glass eating and stuff. I don't think there's a lot of nutritional value in it. It's more of just a, you know, a trick or a stunt. Like, we could just bleach the hair of all the corpses. They can all have white hair. Nope, there's a fork in the road, which fork? Just that one. Some evenings, kids gather at the station. Should I check it out, maybe? Yeah, why not? It's like right over there. Maybe it will be useful. Yep, I see hooligans. White, yellow, red, blue, green. Don't forget orange, that's a nice one too. Two weeks late already and I'm waiting for a wonderful parcel. Yeah, food would be nice. Racing train faster. Oh my god. Guess I'm choosing the wrong name. Yeah, what about Hurricane? Like, you can use that as your wrestling name. And coming in at 15.5 pounds, it's the Hurricane. And then everybody can laugh as he has to use a step stool to get up onto the ring. Oh, that was a whole lot of nothing. Kids suck. Yeah, let's go here, I guess, and then I gotta get around that frickin' fence first. Oh no, there's stairs. This town, not the easiest. The spleen, no one cares about you. It's just a... Can't even talk to them, but... Maybe it's a cancer patient and they had the chemo. Side effects include... Well, Hair loss. Oh, hello, ladies. Ooh, you look like a little vampire, aren't you? Hey, hey.
No. No one can replace Simon.
I'm not trying to replace Simon. Out now. Why are you so mean to me? Who are you? One more word from you and everything will break. I told you to get lost. Are you stupid? What a bitch. I'm just wondering how you survived all the...
The blood of the town is not a figment of our imagination, nor does it involve step rights. People are the blood of the town.
No, the people are the... Never mind. You've interrupted a difficult conversation. I think you should leave. Maybe I can help. We can turn it into a threesome. I understand there are things you want to know. You think we might tell you if you ask right, but we won't. Not now. You're an interloper. Interloper! Fine, I'm leaving. Jeez. Shriveled up hags. There's a lot of blood on the wall still. Not a lot of anything else. Lame. Well, I'd love to stay in chat, but you're a bitch. There's that chemo kid. Are you off dialysis?
It wasn't me. Don't glare at me like that.
Uh-huh. So why did you interrupt their argument? What argument? Like all I did was walk out of the building. There used to be two mistresses, right? Nina and Victoria. One burned, the other sued. Nina died, so Katerina replaced her. Then Victoria died and Katerina was torn apart. Now there are no more mistresses. The town is unprotected. Do you follow? Yes, you guys are into some kinky stuff, and I am okay with that. Nina and Victoria are dead. Katerina's incapable, so her daughters are coming into power. They've always been two mistresses. Now there are three of us. Oh God, you're one of them? Well, they don't need three. They could just do with the other two. They look way better than you. You suck. They're all kind of, mean. There have always been two. That's too many. Only one more remain. Do you get just how important that is? I don't know. Sounds QED. But it's none of your concern, Barack. So you bumped into us accidentally. Whatever. Why couldn't you keep your big mouth shut? Don't you understand that words have power? You utter a word, cause you're bored, and the whole future changes. I do a lot of things when I'm bored. It changes constantly. Listen carefully, Barack. Look at me. I'll make it so that you can only talk to people when it doesn't interfere with my plans. This is your first warning. If you get in my way again, I'll take your speech away completely, got it? Nope. Do you need me to explain like you're two? No, LE5 this. LE5 is an explain like I'm 5. Because at 2, I'm not going to understand anything. I'm still developing cognitive functionality and developing and all that. 5 should be enough. What do you mean to do? You approach someone I have a plan for. You try to talk to them and nothing happens. Your mouth won't open. Clear now? I think you got a god complex, and you're bald, so I don't have to listen to you. Also, I saw up your skirt earlier when you were sitting over there. Everybody on the internet saw it. I'm gonna put it on YouTube, so go fuck yourself. What are you looking at? one. And the hell are you looking at? Here, have a marble. Now give me an egg. There. That'll shut her up. It's not affecting anything. Oh, and I saw kind of in the upper right corner it was doing something. So it's kind of like reputation for the area. So I presume that trading with people, like bartering in any given area, helps your reputation in that area. Which seems like a huge pain in the ass, to be honest. Clothes. Actually, let's visit that. Hello there, little was this to... No, that building. Oh, right, the sign. Is this really the clothes shop? The tenants trust you for now. You're supposed to be a business, surely. I wouldn't have had the knock. And why are they not here to greet me if they unlocked the door for me? Oh, I can't even go. I didn't open the door. Have you been to the governor about the patrols? I mean, the pay is good, but too good, actually. Suspicious. What's going on with that? Yeah, I'm too impatient. All strong men who aren't cowards should report to the town hall. It went. They might even announce an emergency situation. I wonder why. A revolt at the factory, maybe. It's not working. Hear the silence. The governor's in town hall? Got it. A candle stub. Probably more important than I would have expected. So where's this clothing shop? Are you the clothing... It's you again. My wife was killed yesterday. So fucking what? How can I look our children in the eyes now? Maybe they'll be killed too, then you won't have to worry about that, will you now? I've lost the right to be called their father. Okay. Why? I promised her we'd share every joy, every woe. I promised to protect her. What use is that now? What use are words without actions? I don't know. I don't care. I could have been assertive, think faster when I went down. I could have acted quickly, efficiently, instead of staying in my head. If only... Stop your fucking whining, you bitch. You mind if I steal your stuff from your kid's room? Yeah, he probably does. Okay. Hi. I'm just walking around your house. Why are your hands green? Oh, she's wearing gloves. That's a good reason. Oops. Hey, it's you. Again. With the exact same clothes in it. Did a bird just fly through the... This is the worst clothing shop ever. There's no clothing.